always have to have the last drum or the last last word.
I wanted to add a little extra on the top because this is an extra special week. 30 years ago, 27 of which I have experienced.
Right.
John Abrams was born 30 years ago.
So this episode is going to be the best episode of our whole show because it's all about me.
I'm sure
all about me.
You're okay with me telling your age?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Of course. It's the big 3-0. I've made 30.
Well, maybe.
But good.
Should we dig right in?
First thing I want to say though is, man, we should have started our episode, because this is episode 17. We should have started our episode 13 episodes earlier so that this would be episode 30. Didn't think of that one, did we?
That would have been good.
Would be good. Anyway, it's going to be about me today.
We might save it, but I got a little gift for John. And in the card, there may or may not be something addressing the big 3-0 psychologically.
Look at that.
Psychologically.
That's very nice of you.
Maybe some words of wisdom, maybe some
words of wisdom from a younger man.
Maybe some cliches. Maybe. Yeah. There's not a lot of words.
It's a birthday card, right? You got to throw at least a certain amount of cliches into a birthday card.
So,
wouldn't be right.
John, I got a couple 27 years ago, I was born, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And
that's right, you're 27, right?
How were the 3 years?
Look at this decor, James.
Oh, John, John is revealing things before I. Yeah, well, not really, but.
I don't know you have a plan.
Not really, but.
Look, we gotta blow up. This is supposed to be a guitar, but it looks more like a bass to me. Kind of like Simon's bass when he plays on stage with us.
Thanks, Dark Wolves, for being here. Akeem, Linda, Nico, glad to have you guys here. Okay, if you want to reveal, if you want to do the reveals, I got a reveal of the tire that John's got to put on.
Oh.
Now, is it going to work with your man bun?
Oh yeah, we can make it work. We can make it work. We can do this. Oh look, it's pretty big.
Now he has to wear it all.
That's fine. I can wear it the whole time. Do I have to wear it the whole time? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
It's kind of got a Mary Poppins vibe, eh? Like it's got a nice blue bonnet. All right.
With my line of questioning, how was the first 3 years of life prior to me?
Well, I don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember some of it. And you know what's funny? I've actually thought about this before. I don't actually remember what I felt like to be the only child. And I don't remember you being born specifically, but I just remember you suddenly being there.
Like I just appeared.
Yeah. And I don't know. I kind of got with it. I do remember a few things from before then, because I guess I was 3 years old, and I do have a autobiographical memory that goes back pretty far. But yeah, no, you're a good kid though. You were a good kid. You know, you were pretty cute though. You had the curly, you had the great big curly hair and stuff, really, really young. And mom always put you in cute sweaters and stuff. So, the thing is, we were always pals from an early age though. I remember that. I remember being like, I was trying to figure out some cheeky thing to say to you, but the truth is we've always been pals since we were since we were around.
One thing that I think, is a good sign that, I just sort of appeared is the fact that you didn't have a very specific negative memory of all of a sudden there's this
other guy.
There's this other kid taking all the attention.
I don't have negative memories of that. I don't. And maybe I was just young enough to kind of not really process that, as my guess.
This is like kind really of a seriously? Birthday fedora.
It's funny because the candles should kind of stand a little better.
This is perfect. It was the exact right.
It looks
purchase.
kind of like the Guy Fieri hair, I think I'm just gonna kind of bunch those. We have a rogue blue candle. We have a rogue blue candle. That's all.
Well, John, I have lots of great memories with you. Lots of great memories of you and your shenanigans in life.
That's nice.
With your organization in terms of shutting the sound off on your computer.
Yes.
For messages.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was me. Was that my computer?
I don't know. My phone might have gone off. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Oh, look at that. We're getting all kinds of texts.
So I'm not sure if there's a way that you can address that, but whatever.
I don't
we have
think
a
so.
directional
Maybe we can. Can I mute my computer? I don't think I've ever done that.
Maybe you know, but
I'm
before
I'm
next
afraid
week,
to touch
figure it
anything.
out.
I'm afraid to touch anything.
But there's lots of memories. Let me think. There was one time that you threw a pencil and it hit me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, we are brothers. We definitely got in fights. Like we did. I did. I chucked a pencil at your head, and you still have a little blue tattoo from where the graphite went into his skin right there.
I've never
was sticking out of the side of his head like this. Let me see. Turn your head there, James.
It was kind of like this. It was kind of like
see that little blue tattoo. Where is it? Oh, you can still got a little bit of it.
I do.
It's pretty funny.
I remember.
That's a long time ago. The graphite in your head. Like a really long time ago. I think you were 5 or something.
I remember riding dirt bikes.
Yes. I was just talking about
doing tricks.
That
our dirt bike got stolen.
But you know what? The funny thing about our dirt bike was we were starting to get really, and we were performing at the time. We were touring at the time when we had that dirt bike, and we were starting to get a little bit too relaxed about how much jumps we were going off of and getting a little bit kind of push the boundaries on that thing. And I remember I wiped out a couple of times pretty bad. And so I remember us thinking the silver lining around the theft of the bike is if you could have a silver lining, was that maybe it was like God saving our lives from or saving our arms so that we continue to play shows.
Yeah. But I think one of the best memories that I have of you, John, is us doing a video back early on YouTube. We talked about this if people go back to the first episode that when we came on. And I think we brought up an old video from about 10, 11 years ago.
Right. This was the one with you playing fiddle or something, right?
We stormed a lecture hall.
Good times.
And of course that was not you in that video. I'm not going to say it was me, but it wasn't you. And
there's only 2 of us.
Well, who says it was?
Yeah, an Abrams brothers video, and we were filming some random.
Do you think it was us
going to play fiddle into the?
We can neither confirm nor deny it.
It's on our YouTube channel, and the guy's playing fiddle in a mask. James, everybody knows it's you.
So I thought on his birthday here, we could show one of my favorite. And you know, the thing is, I said it back then, but we were really on the cusp of the prank
videos
on YouTube.
There's a big scene now. We were early.
You know,
OG
we were
prankers.
early. We weren't consistent.
No.
We didn't climb the ladder.
No.
But we were a part of it.
Yeah, we were.
And
which video did you want to watch?
I got a little video called Guitar Granny.
Oh, Guitar Granny goes to the gym or something. Yeah. That video of ours made it to the front page of Reddit. It was upvoted and right to the top of the front page of Reddit when we did it.
Well,
I have not
seen
this
headphones,
in so
John?
long. Yeah, I do. I haven't seen this in so long. This is hilarious.
Let's hook this up, guys.
Okay, so this is. Wait a second. So context. This is at Queen's University at the Arc, which is the gym at Queen's University, and I think this was when did we film this?
Well, if we get in trouble for this, you're basically admitting to everything. So
I think 2011 or something. Like I was maybe 20 when we filmed this.
All right.
Just about 21.
You're giving the authorities all the info.
What? What authorities? This is me and stuff. This is all way Wow, I chased the guy up the stairs.
This is back when we actually tried to make content. Right?
This is pretty good. This poor guy had no clue.
This is the beginning is the most
nobody knows this
cringy part.
Nobody knows.
It gets more.
Nobody knew this was gonna happen.
Oh my gosh. He's going for the tricep machine.
This guy's just trying to go about his day. You know, like,
going for the tricep machine.
Oh wow, that's a little fellas. Oh man,
that guy I feel bad for.
Yeah. I mean, he was not amused. He didn't smile at all.
No. But here we go. We get some more. We get people who are laughing, understand that we're just joking.
He's
He's trying not to look.
Like that I'm wearing the aviators. That's really convincing mask too.
Oh my gosh, it's so scary.
Kind of like that movie The Town. You ever seen the movie The Town?
Yeah.
Rob a bank in that mask. Highlights from John's 20s. This is what's going on right now. I spent, I think it was $50 on that fit total at Value Village. Value Village, $50.
Oh. Did the girl in the back look at all or no?
I don't know. So funny, she's just like, whatever. This guy's trying to keep a straight face.
Good call on the choice right there, Jim.
I'm playing AC/DC most of the time. Most of the time this video. Oh, I love this. It's like a 5-pounder. Oh yeah, I like it when people get into it. Yeah. I'm not being accosted by this. I can do this with COVID now. Like I'm way in people's bubbles. I'm totally in people's bubble. I really put the character on. I gotta say, I really put 100% into that character.
Now, John, you knew that person.
Yeah, she's one of our best friends.
Yeah. So anybody, yeah.
I didn't know this guy.
That's right, Grandma. Throw down some blazing legs. Yeah. You can rock. Can you jump off one of these pieces of equipment and do a nice scissor kick? Yeah? Grandma's never rocked so good.
Okay. Well, that's basically it.
Wait, I
You
want to see
more?
this one. I want to see this girl.
Okay.
Because I think I remember what I did here.
I don't know about this one.
She's just on her phone. Yeah.
I'm out of here.
There you go. You get a cheer. Even though
Wait,
you
see, it's the end of the video. End of the video. Oh, I get a cheer. Get a cheer.
I was a little worried. That's the last one. It's on the fence.
I patted I gave a little pat on the head to the.
So I thought that was pretty funny. Thinking of some of my favorite,
Am I
memories
of
of John's.
I'm wearing this.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
If you
That's the plan.
take
It's
it
like
off,
you and your.
you ruin the show.
No, but you and your astronaut gear. You wore that like episode 3 or 4, whatever it was.
That's right.
Anyways, gotta commit.
So that was pretty crazy, and we've done some wild stuff, but I thought that was a pretty funny memory on your 30th to kind of remind you of some of the wild, of your youth. Remember a little bit of your youth, John.
Yeah. We filmed that
Your
late at night.
youthfulness.
My youthfulness. That was my 20s right there. What video are we gonna make for my 30s, man? What prank?
I'll tell you what. Even though I would say some of that, in my opinion, I feel like is a little bit on the edge.
How do you mean by on? What do you mean by
just getting in people's personal space and stuff?
Well, certainly now with COVID, sure.
But I think that.
But also, I had a mask on, so whatever.
That's true. But
I don't think that changes.
I think that at least we were putting quite a bit of effort into trying to make some pretty funny content, man.
Let's be honest. I was playing that guitar quite well, so they were getting a show for free. So,
That's true.
and they're getting some humor for free. So, like, I think they're the ones who won in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what's the sacrifice of getting a head tap for that? I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's different.
birthday.
I feel like it's
I can call
11 years, and I don't know. I think times maybe have changed a little bit, but it's good times. Now, if anybody was wondering about these balloons in the background,
Oh yes,
these balloons are not purely for decoration. We talked 2 weeks ago about doing something with the video that we watched about a guy who had this very obscure world record that we just wanted to see, how quickly John could pop some of these balloons here.
in all honesty, this guy, okay, so he breaks the world record of, and that's pretty specific, but 41 balloons. The world record is how many balloons can you pop on a wall throwing chopsticks at them in a minute? And it was 41, but he was missing like half of his shots. Now these are a little light, but we'll see. I'm gonna see if I can get how easily I can get these 5. I'm not gonna break the record today, that's for sure, because I don't have 41 balloons on the wall. But I just want to see how hard it is to actually pop these with the sticks.
Okay,
should we do that now?
Yeah.
All right.
I was worried that there might have been some audio from
following
another
through.
video being
Through.
played.
All right, so let's do this.
Sorry guys if there was audio from a different video being played.
We got regulation.
You don't have your mic going.
No, that's fine. We got regulation sticks here. I think you can hear me. Regulation sticks going here. He used heavier metal ones, so
Can we flip this around? Wait.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna yell. We lost the balloon. I've only got 4 up here now.
What if
Well,
we do it
whatever.
all the way around?
It's all good. Ready? Here we go. Here we go.
Hello. Oh, there we go. It's all the way around.
Okay, ready? Here we go. I'm off screen, but I could hit you. I probably will hit you, James. Oh, there is
I'm
hard.
gonna be the follow.
Oh, that's hard. Oh, that is so hard.
I don't think
Man,
that's
you know
what
what?
you're supposed to be doing.
Respect. Wow, respect for that guy. These are pretty light chopsticks, though, I will say. Oh! I don't know how he did it. I think those are metal
I think this
chopsticks.
is a fail.
This is a total fail.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do a flip. Come on, James. We gotta pop one. So far, we are tanking a world record. We might not even get one done here.
That was
It's
his
really
big
hard
one.
that one.
That was
Actually, you can
okay.
just poke and pop it. There we go. You just broke the chopstick.
Okay.
These are not up to snuff. These
Okay.
chopsticks aren't good enough.
Okay.
I
I think
these
that's
chopsticks are good enough. So that just proved Buddy has clearly practiced. He's put in his 10,000 hours, his Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hours, and yeah, he earned that world
I
record.
think that's about it
so
for
much
that.
for that. Well, I feel like
Check 1, 2.
I feel
Okay.
pretty silly now. So much for that.
He
had metal
I
chopsticks.
had metal ones, but I couldn't bring those ones. So
Also,
look at
mark up
this.
the wall. That completely busted up that chopstick.
holy smokes.
Wow.
Okay, we
well,
can see.
we learned. We learned.
Wow.
Okay, well, we tried it. Good on that guy. That's pretty good. 41. I gotta say, he was also doing a few where he'd go bang, bang, bang in a row.
Linda
very neat.
says, "Oh my, you're not going to throw them at that wall. Wasn't it newly painted?"
No, not this one. I gotta paint this wall. This is rough.
She says,
Looks good in the
James
film, but-
just going to sit there. Dangerous. And then Amy says, did you ask Alex's permission before destroying your wall?
Nope. Nope.
No,
That was strategic.
no.
That was very
In
strategic.
case anybody was wondering,
good
I
birthday.
was going
Good
to show
birthday
I was
podcast.
going to show the original guy, but we don't need to watch that now.
What's the original guy?
Well, I was going to just give people context of that
we can
original.
go back.
They can
What
go back.
episode was that? It was a few episodes back.
Yeah.
I think you can also listen to it. But better see it.
So I think maybe then we can go to the birthday
Yeah,
gift.
that's nice. Thank you, man.
Right.
Thank you for this.
And
You
I
must
think
be
you can
confident
open
that
the
I'm gonna
card
like
first.
it. Right? You must be confident I'm gonna like it because we're doing it publicly.
No. The reason why I'm doing it publicly is so you can't get mad when you don't
When I
like
don't.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So here's your card.
Well, that's nice. Look at that. There's a little fish. James drew a little Can you see that? There we go.
I
James,
did it
do
in yellow so no one could see.
do a little.
Or green.
Oh, that's nice, James. That's a really nice little touch there. That's really good. Is this? Should I read it out loud or should I just read it to myself?
No, I'll read it out. It's fine.
Okay, so. Oh, look at that little abstract painting.
That's a
right
nice
up-
card. That is a nice card.
This is a nice card. And James did, just so everybody understands, James did not. He did not do this abstract painting.
No, but I am
That's
going to
not-
do two
that's
more
not-
attempts, and I'm going to do one that looks like that. I'm going to do one that looks
Okay.
like that.
Are you just gonna copy it? Because that's not art.
No, but I'm all art is imitation, John. So I will imitate.
Okay. Imitate. It looks good. I wouldn't mind that on my wall. I'd pay $100 for that.
Okay, read the card.
Okay, here we go. That's nice. John, happy birthday. I hope you had a wonderful day. Just remember, 30 is just a number. Love, James. Aren't you nice? 30 is just a number. It's just a number.
A little wisdom, a little
A
cliche.
little cliche. Yeah, but you know what? It's perfect for a 30. Yeah, I say I'm 13 going on 30 because I like to be like a kid most of the time. That's kind of, I mean, the balloons is a great example. Look at the hat I'm wearing. I mean, you bought it for me, but I'm wearing it. So thank you, James. That's very nice. And James has nicer writing than me, so
It looks invisible. It looks like
Yeah.
invisible ink or
it
something.
is. But it's like an electric lime green. It's
Yeah.
a tasty green.
I
Thanks,
think you
buddy.
like green.
That's really nice. Appreciate that. Okay, well,
So
that's
open up
cool.
the gift
I
now.
like the little fish in the front. That's a nice touch. Very topical.
Well, and the fish. Well,
Where's
it
the-
might
where's
be
the-
topical to the.
Where's the gift?
Here.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's going on here? Oh, what is this? What is this? Whoa, that's awesome.
No, that's it, John. You don't need to. You don't need to look at the bottom of the bag. That's all there is. in there.
Awesome. Wow. I really need one of these. Okay, so everybody, it's a floating digital scale, so I can weigh the fish when I get it into the boat, and if it goes overboard, I don't lose it. That's amazing, man. Thank you
And
so much. That's so cool.
All of us now can know.
Oh man, I really needed this badly. I don't think you knew.
All of us can now know exactly how big your fish is because you push your fish so far ahead in your photos that nobody can tell how large your fish is.
But that's like
You guys can go to the Abrams Music Instagram
practice, guys.
and
That's common practice.
look at the photo, the fish photo. There's a presentation.
All force perspective. Listen, that's a big fish. Just
It was a good
take a tape
fish.
measure.
It was a
and
big
measure
fish.
3 feet, and that's how big the fish was.
It was a big fish.
But I mean, you know, you got to do a little Instagram doctrine. But that's awesome. That is so nice. And maybe the thing for the podcast is, it's not the way I say it is unless I've got a picture of the scale to back it up for the folks out there, right? Otherwise, it gets to be a bit of a big fish story. There's another cliche for you, a birthday cliche. Thank you, man. That's actually really nice. I appreciate that.
You're
All
welcome.
all kidding aside, this is really nice. And nice brand too, Excalibur. Very cool. Very, very cool.
And it floats.
Wow, that's so cool. I'm going to use that right away. That's really awesome. Thank you. Man, I really appreciate that.
Amy says August babies are the best. Of course,
That's right.
we sang for Amy last week,
That's right.
and I don't think because it's you, I don't think we can sing.
Yeah, you singing to me like serenade.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
It's weird, yeah.
I think it'll be weird.
Yeah, you're gonna sing to me later.
I saw the fish photo on Instagram. Looks really big, Eliza says.
It was
So
big. It actually was a big fish. Very big fish. Yeah, I was very proud of it. And
tell us about the
I'm very proud
pins,
of it.
John. Aren't there new pins on
Yeah,
your
I got
hat
a couple
here?
new pins. I got a couple new pins here. On this was on a old fishing vest that my mother-in-law gave me. Some old fishing pins here, and I've got kind of a little collection going. This hat is from I bought it on a fishing trip. It was actually really cool. It was a 3 generations fishing trip. Pop, Dad, and Uncle Steve and you and I went up to Two Peaks Lake.
We mentioned it a couple
2012.
times, I think,
Yep.
on the
And
pod.
this is a hat that I bought up there. And I've been trying to collect some pins out on the road and put them on there. And it's yeah, it's my fishing hat. I don't always get a chance to wear it, but I thought it was topical.
Now, does the fish on the envelope seem to make sense?
Yeah, of course. There we go.
So, John, you mentioned that you feel like you're 13 going on 30,
Mhm.
and because this is your day,
30, Flirty, and Thriving or whatever. Has everybody seen that movie? I actually just watched 13 Going on 30 like a couple months ago. You seen that? Jennifer
Yeah,
Garner?
yeah.
Great film. Classic. Love it. There's an innocence about, her in the job, like 13-year-old in the There's a lot of movies that do that. Right?
What job does she get again?
Well, she's
Fashion?
like a big fashion advertiser or something, right? Fashion magazine, and in the end, it's all about like being yourself and things like that. And her,
You know what I
best friend
noticed?
that's not really your best friend is like,
Romantic comedies and like that style of movie. I guess that's not really a romantic comedy.
oh yeah, it is.
Is
For
it?
sure it
Is
is.
there
Yeah,
a
Mark
romance?
Ruffalo.
Romance?
Oh yeah, Mark Ruffalo. Yeah,
I
it's
imagine there was, but I
yeah,
didn't want to
yeah.
assume.
There's like their
But those,
childhood friends. They grow apart. Yeah, it's a good one.
They don't really get made anymore.
Not as much. No, not as much. You know what the
Can
one?
you tell us why, John?
Well, I think a big part of it is that the theatrical experience has gotten a little more expensive. It's become more about, because of course we can watch a lot of films, stream a lot of films at home now. The going to the theater, you got to get something extra for your money. I mean, if you're going to pay extra money to go see a film in theaters, I think that's what's caused the digital streaming has caused a shift toward like big action, like these Marvel films, things that you kind of want to experience on the big screen versus like, and what it's doing is it's pushing out smaller stories to the smaller screen or to our streaming. So it's not that they're not coming out. It's just they're coming out less to the big screen because it's hard to justify going to pay for a big screen experience for a rom-com that doesn't have a lot of special effects, right? That's at least from what I've read, kind of the broad strokes. I mean, there's a lot more to that, but there have been some good rom-coms though that have come out on Netflix. I actually saw one, I think it was last fall, Always Be My Maybe, and really good one on Netflix. I like that one a lot. And Keanu Reeves makes an appearance.
That was a good one.
Keanu Reeves' appearance completely made the whole movie for me. But no, there's a few. And I think that's what people are saying is the rom-coms are making a comeback, but in streaming rather than on the big screen.
I've noticed that, but I've just felt like the streaming rom-coms are good, but there was something, really polished about those rom-coms that they like poured a lot of money into, they had
it's funny. Like there's some
like Sleepless in Seattle.
There was a heyday for them for sure.
Yeah.
There was a heyday. And when you watch them, okay, these were like top of the box office type films.
Yeah.
And they did have bigger budgets, I would think. Or at least, some, depending. Netflix has got a lot of money though.
I know, but for some reason
there's a lot of cheap streaming films.
Yeah.
A lot of cheap rom-coms.
Yeah, I think it's because it's possible to make films cheaper.
That because everything's digital now,
that
right?
people just do it, and it's
the first
they're good, but they feel it feels different.
First film fully shot on digital, if I'm not mistaken, was Attack of the Clones, Star Wars in 2002, and if you can believe it, like before that, and even after that, a lot of films were made on film reels. I mean, they get Panavision cameras with film rolling through it. A lot of directors still do that now as a stylistic choice and then convert it to digital because they have to. But digital technology is so much cheaper because they used to, to rent those Panavision cameras. I remember I was in grade 11 and I called the Panavision company.
I think I remember this.
To see about renting a Panavision camera for a film. I had no clue. And they're like, yeah. So I said, yeah, so I'm a filmmaker. Like I got them convinced I was a filmmaker. And I said, so tell me about the current model of Panavision you guys are renting right now and what I need to rent. And they're like, yeah, so it's about rents for $40,000 a day plus film, which is another thousands of dollars per reel or whatever it is. And I was like, oh, great, good. I'll give you a call if I'm going to go with that. Thanks so much. So obviously movies can be made a lot cheaper now.
How did you find, you just Googled the number?
Yeah. I mean, I just Googled them and literally called them from our rotodial phone at the farm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Commitment. Eliza says you were supposed to get a fishing rod that floats too. That way, if there's a mistake of setting the rod down in the water, it's not going to sink. Well, like true. We saw in that video a couple weeks ago of the guy getting the fish. He goes to take the fish off the line and he puts the rod in the water. That must have been planned. Yeah.
That must have been planned. It was too seamless. Also too ridiculous.
Yeah. Lisa also says, I have watched 13 going on 30 a few times. It's a really good movie.
Kind of like Big, Tom Hanks' Big, or 17 again. Remember with Zac Efron? All those kind of older or younger, and older or younger.
Freaky Friday.
Do the body swap. older and younger. I just watched that too.
Nico says, love you guys. Appreciate that, buddy.
Thank you.
Amy says, I really enjoy fan-made films and animation on YouTube.
Ooh.
There's some great content.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll have to check some of that out.
Absolutely.
Fan-made films. So maybe Amy can specify. Do you know what she's referring to?
Fan-made films. Oh yeah, like fan films. So like they'll do a trailer for a movie. Let's say I remember before they made the new Power Rangers movie, before they came up with that, there was some fan films that they were making, like a Power Rangers, a trailer for a Power Rangers movie that wasn't going to happen, but it was sort of like to show, oh, this could be a good idea. And so fans will put together trailers, and some of them are like high budget.
Wow.
Of their idea of what a new film franchise should look like. Usually it's the big film franchises. We should get an example of that for future, because that is a good example. But,
yeah. And you should find some that you like, because you're the film guy.
I'm the film guy. Sure. But I try to be a kid at heart. Even though I'm 30, I try to be a kid at heart.
Exactly. And that's why I gave John the liberty of choosing the topics for today.
Yeah, it's all about me.
It's all about him. And one thing that John is a huge fan of, and that you have room in here. You know, you've talked about.
I have.
John said when he gets old enough and he has enough room that he's going to make a.
This is the house.
Make a model train room.
Oh, yeah, model train room.
And he hasn't done that yet. So he hasn't, made good on that.
I have been obsessed with model trains since I was about 4 years old. I remember I had a babysitter whose dad, like when I was really little, and this was actually 3 years old, right around the time you were born. So talk about memories of when you were born. So before you were born, I was doing this, for your information. I had a babysitter who had a dad who did model railroading, and she took me to see his collection and his setup. And I fell in love with model railroading because we lived next to the train tracks, actually out in the farm area, farm village where we grew up. The railroad runs right through our backyard. And so we were around the CN Railway growing up. And so I loved trains, as a lot of kids do. But I also love miniatures. So put those together, it's the perfect combination. But it's a huge investment.
Yes.
Both in money and time, and in space. Like you need to have a lot of space for a serious model railroad layout. And I wasn't going to do some half-cocked thing where it's like, you just have this like little setup. I want to do the big setup. So I'm thinking the basement, man. We convert the basement into a model railroad room. And I was inspired recently because I went to Hamburg just a couple of years ago, and we were in Hamburg, Germany, Alex and I visiting actually Shannon, who was our friend in that video.
Right.
And we went
that
to
works.
Probably my favorite, I'd say my favorite museum on the planet, pretty much, like that I've been to, called Minotaur Wonderland. Okay. It's the biggest attraction in Germany, I think, tourist attraction in Germany. It's the biggest model railroad, miniature airport, boat, cities layout in the world. And here's a video of the Minotaur Wonderland. I went to see it, spent most of the day there, and I was 4 years old again. And I just want to show everybody this. This is pretty cool.
The center of Hamburg's Speicherstadt district, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, has been home to the Miniaturwunderland since 2001. In 17 years and more than 800,000 hours of work, on 1,500 square meters, a miniature world of superlatives was created that cost over 21 million euros to build. The most popular tourist attraction in Germany, holder of the Guinness World Record for the world's largest model railway. The Wunderland has been visited by more than 70 million globetrotters of all ages. A mind-blowing experience for all playful adventurers, immersing themselves into a giant miniature world consisting of 9 sections. The round-the-world trip at a scale of 1 to 87 starts in Italy, leads through Switzerland to Germany, Austria,
Amazing.
Scandinavia, takes you all the way to America, and it keeps getting bigger. More than 1,000 trains with more than 10,000 coaches cover several hundred kilometers every day. In the northern Baltic Sea, ships float on real water in a 30,000-liter water basin with simulated tides. The road traffic in America, at the airport, in Scandinavia, and in Wonderland's
How
famous little
does
town.
the cars and stuff run on a time?
So it's all like a room full of computers that run this whole thing. Like the thing is all computerized, and the villages, the airport, everything actually works as a real life thing. So the airport is actually scheduled exactly like a real airport, with the planes coming in and taxiing at the right time. It's not random. Like the whole thing is all at a computer, pre-figured out. The highways run, also some of the trucks have sensors in them where they actually interact, like real trucks do. So they'll actually stop if there's a truck in front of them that stops, and everything just runs on this huge algorithm. It's pretty incredible. So, but like it's fantastic. If anybody ever gets a chance to go over to Hamburg, Germany, which is a really cool city, by the way, you've got to see this. It's a sight to behold. And this is, I'd like something like this in my basement. This would be pretty cool.
Town of Knuffingen is computer controlled. More than 250 moving cars react to each other in an intelligent simulation. The spectacular large-scale firefighting operations of the car system with up to 30
What?
firefighting vehicles offer lots of action. According to the Guinness World Record, Knuffingen Airport is the largest miniature
Where do the
airport
planes
in
fly?
No. So the planes, well, it's really cool. They've got like, there's a hole in the wall, and they'll go around a track behind the wall, but they'll actually land, like they're all on a stick, right?
Come
But they'll
on.
land the planes and they look realistic, and then they like take off the planes again. It's so cool. It's so cool.
world, featuring sophisticated technology down to the last detail. The complex flight simulation uses software to control more than 40 aircraft taking off and landing every minute.
The cool thing is the night scenes.
Well, what's
Like with
actually
the
cool
lights?
is it runs on a timer that I can't remember the ratio, but it's like I think it's every 15 minutes is a day. So it takes you, or every 20 minutes is a day. So it takes you through night, through dawn, like the sun rising, to noon, to evening, to sunset, through the night, over a 20-minute period. So when you're walking around and you're experiencing all these rooms,
Oh, you're seeing it all.
the whole museum is on this timer of day to night. It's so cool. Extremely sophisticated. And I mean, something like this,
To date, more than
We should play
265
a concert in the thing.
Yeah, totally. Like they have like, look at this stage. They've got
people
like,
live in the Wonderland. All facets of
This is the only
life
place
are
you can be,
portrayed
like,
with loving attention
friendly
to
put a show
detail.
now.
Funeral speech or joyous celebration.
So yeah,
The
anyway,
saintly
it's pretty
anthem-
cool. It's pretty cool, I gotta say. We are definitely gonna have to figure out something to do for the basement, and I'll just have to negotiate with Alex how extensive that's gonna be. But I love that.
Amy says there's a load of Sonic the Hedgehog fan animations, for example. I see.
Okay, yeah, right.
She says can't say that they're necessarily all family friendly though. Lol.
Sure.
So she says yes, I
That's
love
the internet
steam.
for you.
I love steam trains. My dad had one as a kid.
Oh, cool.
Ask him about it when you see him in person. I work with steam locomotives as a hobby.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. So that's Amy.
So Amy, you work with them, or your
Wow,
dad
that's
does?
amazing.
That's crazy.
That is so cool. So I've been a huge fan of model railroading. I got to do it, but it's definitely going to take time and an investment over time. It's going to have to be something to build over time, but I've never grown up. That and Lego. I absolutely love
Well, that's
I
so
do
that
collect
was John's other request is John's a big Lego fan, and
Huge Lego
you
fan.
sent a couple of things. What can you tee these things up here?
Yeah, well, I'm a huge, so I collect, and I haven't bought any for a while. It's been a while, and I've put it away in storage, and we'll take it out to set it up once we get the basement all set up. But this is such a nerd out for me, by the way. But hey, it's my birthday. I'll do what I want. I collect Star Wars Lego, specifically Star Wars Lego, specifically the original trilogy Lego. So episode 4, 5, and 6. So like the Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader years, like the original trilogy. And Lego puts out these sets all the time. And some of them are pretty big. Like I've got the full Death Star Lego set, which was a huge build. I've got a bunch of other cool stuff. I think I ended up having like 24 Star Wars Lego sets or something. I've got them neatly put away. I am not organized in life, except my Lego is super organized in bags labeled, and nothing else in my life is that organized.
So were you told to put these away, John? You weren't allowed to have them
No,
in
because
this
we
home?
moved. So I packed everything up and I had to get it all meticulously put away so I could move it. And then, you're not moving a big set and losing pieces, right? So I haven't set it up yet. Because
Now, when you got
here.
here, did you think about it though? You thought about cracking?
No,
them
I don't
out?
have space yet. It's got to be right. And this is a video that shows you pretty much what I want to do. This guy's got an awesome setup, kind of like my collection. It's more extensive than mine, this guy's collection. But this is what I'm thinking for the basement in the other corner that isn't model railroad themed. So let's check this out. Ambient lighting is everything. Look at this.
Tell us what's happening here. What is this?
I don't know. I don't know why he's featuring Princess Amidala. Like, I don't know. Like, must be a big fan or something. Look at this. And this is totally doable because this is clearly somebody's just like at someone's house. That's a nice set. I think that's the biggest Lego set you can buy.
You have that one though, right?
I don't have that massive one.
Oh,
That's the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon. I've got a couple smaller ones, but like that's the to scale one. Like the minifigures are to scale. It's huge. That's a lot of money. I don't know. Like, he must have built those Lazy Susan turning tables or whatever.
John, I'm gonna need you to give some commentary on this. Like, I have no clue what any of this
all we're
is.
doing is looking at how great this collection is.
Okay,
so.
but you got to add a little color to it. What's going
let's
on
a little
here?
color commentary. Well, that's the Tantive
Here's
4.
just John. Let's just
Why is
get
it-
some footage of John staring at Lego.
It's just that's the Tantive. That's what I do. I just sit here and look at something. This is the Tantive 4. This is the ship from the very beginning of A New Hope. It flies in before the huge Star Destroyer that flies in. It's the classic opening to Star Wars from the very first movie.
Oh,
This
that
ship
is
comes
this one?
through, and then the next ship comes, and it just keeps going and going and going. Yeah, this is the one that's being chased. This is Princess Leia's escort. Yep. We've got the X-wing, obviously, which is Skywalker's ship of choice, and the one that he uses to take down the Death Star 1. We have a nice shelf. I like the lighting. It's all about the lighting. You got a snow speeder down there at the bottom from the battle of Hoth. This is really exciting. That's Slave 1 on the left. That's Boba Fett's ship, and then on the right, that's a Y-wing. This is me completely nerding out because it's my birthday. Some of that stuff is pretty cool stuff. I don't typically collect that, but okay, that's the Hoth base from the Empire Strikes Back, first act, and this guy's built that himself. You can't buy this. He's built this out of his own imagination.
Was that featured in a different video that you sent to me before?
I think so. It might have been that guy that did this. He built a mock. That's what a mock is. Well, anyway, this is what I'm thinking. It would be great to do.
That's John didn't want any more of that video.
That's me. I'm done. We've seen it. There's a lot more of that, just music and lights. That's all. So that would be the dream, is doing model railroading and Lego sets in the basement. And yeah, that'd be pretty.
I just want to say I really enjoy.
Pretty much the greatest ever.
I enjoy coming by on Mondays, and the fact that we're able to kind of do this right now. I just wheel in, we watch some Lego videos.
This is pretty much our job right now. Let's be honest. No touring, and we're sitting on videos and watching Lego. But you know what? This is connecting with folks. We like the people are hanging out with us doing this. This is a good time. Good times. It's also my birthday video, so I'll do what I want. Did I mention that already?
Yeah. Yes, I love Steve. No, we already read that. Amy says, I work with them. Dad had the model railway all around his bedroom as a kid. So that's John's dream. So that's pretty amazing. We have one too, but it's not set up at the moment.
It's a commitment. Like it's a real, you got to, when you dive in, it's the same thing with Lego. I was asked one time, well, why don't you collect all different Star Wars Lego styles? Or why don't you collect some other movies? Like they have Indiana Jones Lego. I love Indiana Jones. They have that other stuff. Why don't you collect that? And I'm like, no, because that is a black hole that you can descend into, like just of finances. I mean, Ed Sheeran, take Ed Sheeran, for example, who is another Warner artist. He was interviewed on the Graham Norton show. I believe it was on the Graham Norton show. He said like the first thing he bought when he made a ton of money off his first record was he went out and bought the Death Star Lego set, because he was like, I've only ever wanted to own this thing. And that's the first thing he spent. I went out and bought the Death Star Lego set before I've made any money, and I'm still waiting for that big check. So
I wouldn't hold your breath, John.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to pay off that Death Star Lego set. But hey, I'm 30. Maybe it'll happen.
That's funny with Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. No, you gotta.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. He seems like a Lego guy, but
but he was big into that, and he is like the first thing he bought. Like most people buy a car or something, or most big celebrities buy a car. He bought it like giant Lego set. Respect, man, respect.
So what about this this video that we had?
Oh yeah, we got some time. I on the Star Wars theme.
I got one more little thing I want to.
Okay, well, on the Star Wars theme, we just got to watch this. This is an SNL video that came out around the time that The Force Awakens came out, the episode 7, first of the new trilogy that just came out, and Kylo Ren, obviously played by Adam Driver, is in this, and it's an SNL video. It's only 5 minutes long. It's pretty hilarious. So let's just play it, because I go back every so often and watch this video. For anybody who likes Star Wars out there, this is a good one.
Each week, we follow the boss of a major organization as they go undercover to find out what's really going on in their company. This is Undercover Boss, Star Killer Base. Kylo Ren is the commander of the First Order, a massive regime dedicated to wiping out the galactic resistance. This week, Kylo is going undercover among Star Killer Base personnel as Matt, a radar technician.
You get so caught up in restoring the galaxy to its rightful state that you miss what's going on behind the scenes. I'm looking forward to having some real talk with some real folks.
We've put hidden cameras in an employee common area, and no one has any idea that Matt is their boss, Kylo Ren.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm a radar technician. You guys like working here?
You know, work is work.
Yeah, totally. What do you guys think of Kylo Ren? Do you guys believe when he says that he's gonna finish what Darth Vader started?
What exactly has he started?
You know, I will say this for Kylo. I think he gets a bad rap.
What? Yeah.
He's trying to accomplish something that's never been done in the history of the galaxy. You know, Ridiculous.
Rule everything? That's impressive. I admire the guy.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, it's real easy. All you gotta do is rewire the calcinator.
So remove this?
Does that look like the calcinator? What's wrong with you? Why it's so hard for you to
I
understand?
don't know, but can you please stop yelling at me? You're starting to stress me out. I have a newfound respect for what my employees do.
Okay, now can we rewire it, please? So I can go have my muffin. I haven't had my muffin yet, Matt.
It's not as easy as I presume.
What up, Matt?
Hey, you kicked my wrench! Jerk face. Have you guys seen Kylo Ren's lightsaber?
Yeah, man, that thing's weird looking.
No, it's not. It's awesome. Here, let me go see if I can find it. I'll show it to you. Look, I found Kylo Ren's lightsaber. Look at it up close.
Dude, that thing looks dangerous, man. Poorly made, like a little kid made it.
You don't have to look at it anymore!
I'm 90% sure Matt is Kylo Ren. Yeah, this is actually been a rough year for my family. We lost our son back in April. He was in the Stormtrooper program, and we're getting by.
Wow, man. Sorry about that. Must be hard. Hearing that Zach lost his son really struck a nerve with me. Especially since I'm the one that killed him. Hey, I ran into Kylo Ren in the bathroom. He told me to give you this.
After the rain comes the rainbow. Sorry, I killed your son.
This means something to me now. A buddy of mine saw Kylo Ren take his shirt off in the shower, and he said that Kylo Ren had an 8-pack. That Kylo Ren was shredded.
What? Your friend's a liar, man. Kylo Ren is a punk bitch. That guy looks like he weighs 30 pounds soaking wet underneath that little black dress.
Tim? Oh no, he's choking on food. I see what's in your mind. And it is stupid!
That's a big stunt for SNL.
Dude, Matt straight up sucks.
I have a bombshell announcement to make, guys. I'm not Matt. I'm
Kylo Ren. You're Kylo Ren.
You're Kylo Ren, we know. I knew when you threw me through the soda machine.
I knew from hi, I'm Matt.
We really connected today. I'm promoting you to superior officer.
Thank you, sir.
I had a blast today. I really learned a lot, and people are gonna love the new me.
That's funny. Undercover boss. Star Killer Base. Pretty good.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Well, what a birthday.
Well,
what a birthday.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. I have one more story. It's a little serious, but also a little shocking. But you know, when your birthday comes around, John, sometimes it makes you think.
This hat is getting really itchy and hot.
Sometimes you think
I
about.
gotta take it off. It's too much.
I don't think we'll watch the video, but maybe we can. But you know, you know, when birthday comes around, you start thinking about how many years you got left.
This just went dark. What do we got?
And you think, you know, you hope that when your time comes, that everyone will know that your time has come, and that
Where are you going with this, man? Where are you going with this?
and that there'll be no discrepancy about whether your time has come or not.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, unfortunately, and this is no laughing thing, there was a lady in Michigan yesterday.
Okay.
And this story was just too insane for me not to bring up.
Right. Okay.
And I was trying to tie it to your birthday, but there's just no tie.
Rough
to your
segue.
birthday.
Rough segue.
John, she had, I think she had what they thought was a heart attack and passed away.
What?
Okay. The paramedics come, check her. She's not breathing. It's 30 minutes. They try to bring her back. Okay.
What?
I believe she goes to the hospital. She may not have gone to the hospital, but they did the procedures. and didn't come back. She gets sent to the funeral home, is getting prepared for casket, doing whatever.
No.
Somebody comes in, they find that she's breathing.
Oh, no. No. This is awful, by the way.
This
What a
just
note
happened
to end on.
yesterday.
What a note to end on. This stuff is
I
terrifying.
thought this would be good for your
This
birthday.
is that is terrifying.
The reason why I bring it up, because I think that's John's worst fear.
That is probably, yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man, that's
I
awful.
obviously our
But
condolences.
they
Our
used to-
condolences. This is a real story.
Did she live though?
She's alive, I believe. She's in hospital now.
Well, good.
But the fact that
Condolences.
somehow she slipped through the cracks.
She lived. Is she
As
doing
far as
all
I
right?
know.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
But it was
Honestly,
just
you know in history they used to actually, when they buried people, like this is way back before they had
just in
modern
case
medicine.
they would do something.
With modern medicine, they would bury people with a bell.
Oh my goodness. I don't know why we decided to talk about this.
Quite a
I
turn.
really-
Quite a turn.
Happy birthday!
Happy 30th birthday,
Happy
John.
birthday! Happy birthday!
Yeah, but anyway, so you can
Let's check the chat.
Make it dig
I,
you up if it went.
I don't know
went
why.
south.
I don't know why. Oh, she says I saw that on the news. I'm sorry, Eliza. It was just way too crazy of a story that
That's
I.
wild. I did not hear that.
Yeah,
That's
so-
wild.
Obviously
Oof, too
our
close for
thoughts,
comfort.
our thoughts and prayers are with her. I hope that everything turns out okay.
We
But
can put a-
I just don't understand how she would have got that far along that
We can
process.
put
They didn't.
a Tesla into orbit, and that still happens.
It's crazy.
What? What? That's so wrong.
So
Anyway.
we have a lot to be thankful for
Oh,
today.
great. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
Maybe I did that so that you feel better about your big 3-0, that
Nice.
you're not
Yeah, explain
know?
that one.
I should have written that in your card.
Yeah. With the story. Well, thank you for the card. Thank you for the gift. Thank you to Petey the Owl for watching over us, making sure we're doing well, right?
Let me think if I have any other words of wisdom for you on your birthday. Always be kind to your brother.
Number one. Rule number one.
Always make time to laugh. Always keep one eye on the sky and one ear to the ground.
So nice. One eye to the sky and one ear to the ground, eh? So far, okay.
That's all I have.
Nice. Very nice.
Do you have any thoughts on your 30th, John?
One eye to the sky and one ear to the ground. Thoughts on my 30th. In all seriousness, I'm really, really thankful for having had 20 years on the road. 20 years on the road with this guy. And all the people out there, I went on Facebook for the first time in an eternity today on my personal page, which I never go on my personal page anymore, but and I saw a huge list of people that were wishing me a happy 30th birthday. And it reminded me, there's so many different people from different chapters of my life that chimed in and said hello, like different chapters of particularly our music career that chimed in to say hello and to wish me a happy birthday. And it just made me think, man, how thankful I am that I've not only been able to have a career in music, but also to have one this long before I'm 30 and have that many memories. Like it's a really special thing to have, a real sort of been able to travel around the world and play for all kinds of audiences and meet different people that I never would have met had we not been playing music. And this is, this is kind of, I think, a year, particularly not being on the road, where I've been reflecting on that a lot and thinking about how privileged and thankful I am for the career that we've had.
And I think that fits really well. I was online and I looked at I was looking at this day in history, and I looked and I saw that in 2017 or 2016, I believe, the guy who started Facebook said that they had 1 billion people log in to Facebook in 2017. So we'll leave it on that. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. See you next week.
Nice one. Nice
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
On this day in history.
You just got Zuckerberg. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate you being with us.